Okay. All right. So we'll begin in earnest. All right. So today we'll be talking about HTML. All right. So quickly, let's go check our curriculum. That's a uh, curriculum for the program. So I'll go over here to WhatsApp. It's actually 12 weeks. Okay. So let's get our scheme for the training. All right, so open up. So let's see what we'll be having today. All right, so we are done with the onboarding. So we're in week 1, the HTML foundation, topics, tags, and attributes. So we're looking at topics, tags, attributes, and also we're looking at headings, paragraph, images, and links. So the activities today, we're going to create a simple HTML pages and build a personal bio pages or bio page. All right. So this is going to be a practical course, not a theory program. So everything we'll be doing will be coding everything. All right. So I won't say that. Let's go back. Previously, during our onboarding, I taught you guys or I showed you guys about folder and file management. Learn to customize your projects. All right. So first of all, I would like to go. I'll come to my my file manager here. All right. So I'll come over to my file manager. Um, okay. So I'll go to my local hosts. Sorry. All right. So. Um, Okay, so all I'm going to do here, I'm just going to create a file. I'm going to create a folder rather. Okay. All right, so I'm going to create a folder. This folder, I'm going to name it 12 weeks bootcamp or 12-week web development. All right, so if you're following along, guess what I'm doing? Okay. All right, can you all see my screen now? Okay, that's fine. So During our onboarding, we talked about file management and folder. All right. So first thing first, before we dive into our VS Code, I believe by now most of us must have installed our VS Code and our Python. All right. If you haven't done that, so you can just after this tutorial, you just go and install your VS Code. All right. So first of all, I will come over to my local disk. I have my folder already saved. So what I will do, I'll just open up. All right. So I'll just open it up. Yeah, don't worry, don't worry. This tutorial is being recorded. After this tutorial, I will be sending the video to the WhatsApp group, to our WhatsApp group rather. So what you do, you come over to this place, you open. All right, so let's open with VS Code. Okay. All right, so let's give it a little time for it to load up. Okay, so here we are. All right. So this, we have actually successfully do what? Created our folder and open our folder with VS Code. So if you're having this particular screen, if you're having this screen, yeah, if you're having this welcome Visual Studio Code prompt message, congratulations to you. Your way into the web development journey. Okay, so before we start or get started, pretty sure we're going to get some extensions for you to have a very good for you to have a very good and smooth coding journey. So you come over to this extension here. So I have most of this extension installed. So I'll just list out the names so you can do that probably after this training, after this tonight's course. You can still go back and do, or you can still follow along. All right, so first thing here you're going to check is live server. Live server. All right, so you're going to search for live server. Make sure you install this. What this live server does, you don't need to be refreshing your browser whenever you run your code. This gets your code up and running. Okay, sorry, excuse me. I've started already. Okay, so this is it. I have it installed already, so you can install yours. Okay, so yeah, what we're having today is HTML tags and attributes. All right, and the activity for this is to create a simple HTML pages. Okay, so let's move over to our VS Code. Then after that, we'll be having our headings, paragraph, image, and links. Then we'll be done for today. Okay, so I believe you must have all installed your Lightsaber extension. So when you're done, you can head over to this Explorer. All right, so you click on it. All right, so this was the folder we actually created in our desktop or wherever you saved it. So what you're going to do, you come over to this icon that says new file. All right, new file. So you click on it. Now we are writing HTML. Something you need to know is that every programming languages have their extension. All right, have their files extension that tells the computer or tells your IDE what language you are actually writing or language you want to write, all right? So for HTML, the extension is HTML. You can literally give it any name. It can give it 12 weeks boot camp, but it has to end with that .html, right? That extension is very, very necessary and essential for you so that your computer will be able to understand that what you're actually writing is HTML. All right, so I'm just going to give this index.html, all right? Index.html, then you click on enter. All right, so we are here. So that's what they call boilerplates. We call this boilerplates, all right? It's auto-generated. This is a structure. This is a structure auto-generated code. So for you to get that done, you hold your shift and exclamation mark. You know your shift and 1 for those using laptop, as can say, okay, thank God, thank you, VS Code, for this abbreviation, Mnet abbreviation. So when you see something like this, when you press your shift and 1, you hold the button, then shift and 1, that is the exclamation mark. So you see something like this, you just sit on tab, all right? So if you have gone this far, congratulations, you have actually written your first HTML code. All right. So these are known as what? Tags. These are called tags. Tags. All right. These are tags. These are HTML tags. These are one of the rules of HTML. You have to close every open word tags. So this is the title. This is what actually appears on our web page. All right. So we're just going to do this. Just going to check this. I'll give it 12 weeks. 12 weeks web development bootcamp. All right, so I'm just going to give it this to save. All right, so I'm going to open with my live server. So that's why you need to have your live server installed. So I'm going to click on it. Okay, so it's running on pause. Okay, as you can see, we're having a blank screen. All right, we're having a blank screen, nothing, because we have not actually written any code here. All right, so let's go back to our VS Code. VS Code. All right, sorry, this is sorry. All right, so we come here. Let's go back to what we have. Run this, go back to this place. Okay, let's go here. So what we have here is HTML tags and attributes. All right, so this is an example of HTML tags. So what is HTML tags? HTML tags are like a carrier that carries our what? That carries our value or information we want to display on the internet, and is a way of giving an instruction or passing an instruction to your what? To your computer. Okay. Now let's say, for example, you want to write a paragraph. So you don't do paragraph like this. No, you don't do paragraphs like this. Cap. I don't like cap. You don't do paragraph. No, you don't do this in HTML, right? That's why you want to write a paragraph. No. This is the tag for paragraph. P tag. All right. So this is the opening tag, and this is the closing tag. All right. So this is what HTML understands. Your computer understands this, that whatever you put in here, in between here is a what? Is the value you want to display on the internet. So these are what? Tags. These are what we call tags. So we have so many of them. We have so many tags. Down the road, you understand all of this. And the particular tag or a particular tag for a particular what? Function or for a particular purpose. All right. So this body here is an example of a tag. You can see this is the opening tag, and here is the closing tag. All right.
You see the result, 30 moments from now.
Please,
Why I want to
please mute your mic, please.
Oh,
All right, thank you. All right, so this is what the opening tag. All right, and this is the closing tag. So whatever that goes in between here is a word, is the value. That's what will be displayed on the browser, not the tag. The tag is not displayed on the browser. Rather, your computer accepts the tag and render the value. All right, so what we're going to put in here is hello world. All right, so let's save this and go over to our browser. All right, we'll have this. Okay, you can still have hello world. All right, so and note that in HTML, all the space here doesn't count. This is called white space. All the space here doesn't count. All right, they don't count. You can literally do this, and those space doesn't count. When you save and go over to your browser, you see that nothing happens, nothing changes. All right, because HTML actually neglects all of this. It doesn't really what matter, right? It doesn't count. All right, so this is tags. This is another tag. We have H1. All right. Okay, let us do this. Let's do something like this. Heading, yeah, it's fine. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, it's up to six. Okay, we have H heading one, U2, H2. All right. So just something like this. From here, give H3. So all of these are what tags, HTML tags. All right. So you come here, we have H4. So have H4. Come you have H5. All right, so on and so forth. All right, so I have H5. Then we'll come here, we'll have H6. All right, same here. H6. All right, let's just get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Okay. So this here, let me call this out. All right, so let me call this out. Then let me just get this one. So this is an opening tag. This is all called opening tag. And a closing tag. Okay, so this is the opening tag, and this is the closing tag. So when we save this, we come over to our browser. Boom, this is our what? Our web page. So this is the H1, this is H2, this is H3, this is H4, this is 5, and this is 6. All right, so these are what? HTML tags. We'll use our HTML tags, to achieve this result. You can see the computer or HTML does not render this H1, H2, H3 on the internet. All right. So what it did was to receive our inputs, our requests, and render the value to the user. This is what your user will see on the internet. All right. So have so many tags. All right. So have the span. All right. So have the span. Let's say span tag. All right. So all right, so we have V tag. This is a B tag. It's a B tag. So let's come over to our browser. All right, so you can see, so this is a B tag, and this is a what? A span tag. Hope you can all see my screen. Okay, so let's get rid of this, all of this. Let's get rid of all of this. So let's write something where professional here as an advanced programmer or kind of intermediate HTML programmer. All right, so let's do this. header. All right, so let's do something like this. Okay. H3. Decrease. Let's play around this. My name is Jace. Okay. Hmm? All right, so wow. So this is what we have here. All right. So my name is Drix. I'm a full stack web developer. So these are literally what? These are literally called tags. All right. So these are tags. So we have tons of them. So that's going to be your assignment. You're going to go home and make more research on what's on tags, HTML tags. So when we come tomorrow, we continue. All right. So before then, now let's quickly look at attributes. Attributes. Let's look at attributes. All right. Attributes here is now attributes goes straight inside your words, inside your opening tag. An attribute goes straight inside. Sorry, who's this person? Check the link. Check your Gmail. Check your Gmail. Check your Gmail. Sent you the link. Yeah, check your Gmail. Sent you the links. Okay, so sorry about that. All right. So we're actually talking about attributes. HTML attributes here, right? So HTML attributes, like I said, goes inside your what? Your opening tag. All right. It goes straight up inside the opening tag. So what is this HTML attributes? All right. So an attribute is a piece of information that provides additional details about an HTML element. Attributes are used to modify or enhance the behavior, appearance, or functionality of an element. All right, so you might be wondering, what is the need of these attributes? Probably when you'll be working with a backend language, probably Python or JavaScript or CSS. CSS, yeah. You'll be understand the essence of these attributes. All right. So probably you want to get let's say you want to get an ID, you want to get this HTML, you want to do on click, you want to do alerts, or you want to do whatever, you want to get it by ID. So you need to what assign. So you want to get this H3, you want this H3 to actually do something, or when user click on this H3, you want it to do something, all right? So you're going to give it a word. You'll be needing what? An attribute. So an attribute, like I said, goes inside the opening tag. it provides additional details or information about this. All right, so you might not really understand the importance of attributes until when we get to CSS. When you actually want to style this. All right, so for example, okay, let me just show you what I mean. For example, you click on, okay, let me just do this so you have a good understanding of so we have a lot of history here. I put down one. So let's come down here again. Let's have H3 again. Let's give this one. All right. So I'm just going to show you guys something. Let's have another H3 here. So we'll have one. All right. So come down here again. Let's have another H3. All right. So give it one. So how many H3 we are having here that have the value of one? We have the one, have number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, let's say for example now I want to style this H3. I want this H3 to have a different behavior and all of that. And like I said, when we get to CSS, you'll be understanding the importance of what attributes. So I want this H3 to have this particular H3 here to have a different styling, a different behavior and all of that. So but before then, let's preview the H3 and how they looks like. All right, so this, okay. So this is the first H3, this is the second one, this is the third one, and this is the fourth one. All right, so we come down now. Let's come over to this place. Let's come to this place. Let's do a little of CSS, just a little, a touch of it. All right. So don't feel like you need to memorize all of this. Don't feel like you need to do all of that. All right, don't feel like you have to do all of that or you need to know all of that. You can still Google. Google will be your best friend. And so let's then come over to this place. Let's do style. Let's do style. Let's have the style attribute here. So now I want to call on, okay, for example, now let me do H3. All right, so I'm having H3 here. Now, curly brace. All right, so let's do color. Let's give it the color of let's give it something that is weird so we'll be able to see it's red. So it should not be in capital letter. Then let's give it the background color. Let's give it a background color of black. Yeah. Okay. So when you save it, when you come over to your browser here, you can see they're all having what? All the H3 are having what? A red color as the text and a black background. But what about I only want this H1, this H3 here, that's the second one, to have only this color here. As you can see, we actually wanted only this one here to have this behavior. But provide for the fact that we gave it history, all the whole history here have actually inherited this behavior. So we just want only this one. So what we're gonna do now, this is where your attributes comes in play. So you now give it a class. All right. So give it a class of let's say a class of dev. No, dev, yeah. Let's give it a class of dev. Then we'll come over to this place. Let's see the little magic. Let's do dev. Don't worry, don't feel like you need to memorize all of this, all right? So when we get to CSS, you understand. Okay, as you can see, only the second H3 is now having because of what? The attributes. We use this to do what? To give extra information or provide additional details about this HTML tag. All right. So I'm just going to take this off. This is totally out of the scope of this class, but I have to do this so you understand. So this is class. All right. We have so many attributes. We have the SRC. We have the SRC. Yeah. We have the SRC. All right. The SRC. We have yeah. We have the SRC, we have the ID. Sorry, a minute. All right. Sorry. But all right, so now, like I said, we have a whole lot of attributes. I have tons of them. I have tons of them. We have the href. So I have the anchor. So this is an attribute. Whatever that goes inside an opening tag is a what? Is an attribute. All right. So we have image is also an attribute. The source here is an attribute. Sorry, this is not, this is updated way. So image. All right. Sorry about that. All right. So this is image. This is an attribute. This is an attribute. All right. So this is also an attribute. This is also an attribute. All right. So wherever that has, okay, now for a good example, and I mean for a better understanding, wherever that has this equals to and this double quotation is what is an attribute, provided it goes inside the opening tag. I'll have a whole lot of attributes. All right. So these are HTML attributes. All right, so now we can now use this. Please be noting your exercises. You create your simple HTML pages, then you build a personal bio page. All right, so next we're going to be talking about headings, paragraph, image, and links. Okay, so previously I've told you guys about headings when we talk about H1. All right, talk about H1, H2, and so on and so forth. All right, down to H3. So this are what? Heading. Heading 1. Heading 2. All right. So we'll have down to H6. Okay. So also have the paragraph, the P tag, the P tag. The paragraph tag, the paragraph tag. All right. Um, so when you save this, you will come over to your browser. Let's reload. All right. So this is the H1, H2, and this is a paragraph tag. All right, so you now talk about links. Talk about links. Link. Talk about link, all right? Sorry, not this link. This, rather. So you can see we have something like this here in as an attribute, all right? So I have to talk about links. So these links is how you connect two web pages together. All right, so we have the absolute linking and have the relative linking. All right, so the absolute linking is the kind of link or the type of link you use to connect your web page to an external website. Probably you want to connect your web page to Facebook, to Google, to YouTube, and all of that. Why the absolute link is what you use to link or connect two web pages on the same folder. Let's say, for example, you're having another folder here called let's do me.html, all right? So you want to connect this me and this index.html together. So use what they call the absolute linking, all right? So what you could come here, you do me dot, okay, you can see it's showed up here already, all right? So you just put in the value me, all right? So this is example of what we call the was relative linking. You connect two web pages on the same two pages on the same folder, all right, or use it to connect to other pages, all right, on your folder. on your local device, like on your computer. Then the relative, sorry, the absolute is also the same thing, but different. This one you connect external web page. For example, you can do your HTTPS. Sorry. Yes, Your Facebook.com. All right, so facebook.com. All right, and click me, or you can do follow me on Facebook. All right, so let's go over to our browser here. So you can see it's a link. You can see that's me. All right, so it takes us to me. There's nothing on our me page. All right, so let's go back. Let's click on Facebook. All right, so get error. So we're getting an error here. So I'm coming. Let's do something really quick. Let's say Facebook.com. So all right. So let's grab this URL here. Let's grab it and come over to our page here. Yes, sorry, that was an error. All right. So now let's click on this. I mean save. Then come over to our browser. That's our browser. All right, let's refresh. All right, so you come over to this, but you click. Okay, so it's giving us error here. It says cannot get. Okay, so when we'll be working with our back end or server side, we'll learn how to get this fixed. All right, so this is absolute absolute linking, where you link two web pages together. All right, link two web pages together. Yeah, you can just do www.facebook.com. Yeah. Funny. It is safe. No, 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 no. So let's refresh. All right. So all these are what absolute linking. You use it to link external web pages together. All right. This is the me. So what we're going to talk next is don't worry, after this the end of this training, I mean we'll have about less than 2 minutes left. So when the thing ends, I'll send out another link so we will all join again. We will all join back to the class. So because I want us to have a very good foundation on this. So we're going to talk about depth of this link. This is the most important things here, all right? So this is something you can just grab your heads around of easily, but these two things here is going to crack your head a little bit so you don't make mistakes. So I'm not going to rush it. So even when we exceed or when the minute elapses, I'll also send a link. We can all join back. So but when you watch this, our link, when you watch this, our link, you see there's an error. There's a very big error here. All right. That's a very big error. And I actually want you guys, though, oh, you guys are muted. All right. There's a very big error here. And this is what you will be facing so many times as a developer. All right. So when you run this code, there's our code, there's our code. All right. So when you run this code here, you're getting a what? Very big error cannot get. All right. So let's go and see why we can get this error. So when you look at this, as you can see, the URL doesn't look well arranged or well organized. So what you can do, you come over to this place, you do HTTPS. This hypertext transfer protocol secured. All right. So then you come over